tune. Lush string is scary. Really, really beautiful introduction. And then when the theme comes back later, super beautiful. Really good job bringing out the melody. It's hard, well, because we can't sustain notes. A lot of times pieces are written where the melody is just in the thumb, in the middle of a whole bunch of other notes. So it's very easy to be like, plunk, 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 when you just want to hear the thumb note. So it's actually really hard to just get that one melody out, and you did that beautifully. I want to look here, this part. So we have all these notes, same situation, lots of notes with the melody there. You know how you have a half note here? You've got a half note, and then you have a half note here. What we don't want to hear is ba-bum. We want this to sound like that D stands on its own. Can we try just the first two measures that way? You know what I mean? Does that make any sense? Yeah, so no accent on the thumb. Dum, 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 and so on. Try that one more time, and then you can keep going. Now do it again. Now don't accent the half note as much. Accent it just about as much as you are the first half note. Yes. Great. I know it's like a real, it almost seems petty that, you know, it's like being really picky, but that one little change, it actually makes a big difference. So think about that. It's really hard. So for non-harpists in the room, it's hard to, it's like called a slide, where you take your thumb and you like literally slide down to the next string. And it's so easy for that slide to be obvious to hear it, because it sounds a little bit different sometimes than plucking two different strings. So the task at hand is always making the slide sound not like a slide, sounding just like a regular old plucked string. That's really, really good. And then let's tackle this section right here. Is this a good place for you to start? Let's do that again. And when you have your right hand thumb here, almost like throw your thumb over your second finger. Crescendo. You know, it's a very ornate piece. It's made to be like a showstopper kind of in ways. It's very, very harpy. Excellent. Now, here when you have this section, let's go into this. Where's a good place for you to start?
This one.
Okay. I'm gonna start right here. It's like the next beginning of the section. So what do we have written here?
Fortissimo.
Fortissimo! that's a breath mark. So a breath mark is like what I just did, like when you're talking and then like you're out of air and you have to take a breath. Let's do that. Let's musically do that. Now, when you have squiggly, 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 build those rolls up to bar 58. Now, what do we have leading into this section that we just did?
The retard.
So take it from here, where we're doing this crescendo, into this arpeggio, and then this arpeggio will slow down and introduce our next section. More. But what is our landing dynamic here?
Forte.
Yeah, so this will be our loudest point in this moment. Yes, and slow down. Yep, so this retard is important. Why?
Because it's leading into the next section.
Which is kind of fast, right? We're gonna have mercy on ourselves. So we want to take advantage of this section to lead into this section. And then, this was really, really great. Now, your ending, I really loved it. I love the fermata, beautiful melody introduced again. Can we take it from here to the end? What do you notice about this? What does she not write in here? That's written everywhere else, almost, in the whole piece.
Dynamic.
Yeah, so you have to put Sarah dynamics in there now. Beautiful. Can we make these grace notes even faster? Da-da-dum, da-da-dum. Perfect. Keep going. Yes, and you can do the Deborah Hanson Conan thing, be dramatic, hold that last note out, and nobody moves until you leave. This sounds really, really good. This is a beautiful piece.
Thank you.
And you sound beautiful.
Thank
You
you.
sound very nice. Good. So, excellent.
Thank you.
Excellent work, everybody. For those. So, because we have a few minutes, for those of you that are still here, does anyone have any questions? Questions, thoughts, concerns? Yes.
Yeah, you're a jazz person, right?
Classically trained, but yeah.
But you've done jazz.
Mm-hmm.
One question I had was, how did you get into jazz, and what would you recommend to a classically trained artist that wants to get into more like improvisation?
I went to a college with an incredible jazz department. And in high school, I did play trombone, don't tell anybody. I played trombone, so the interest was there, but then when I got to college, I think I knew early on that I didn't want an orchestral career. And I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I kind of knew that, so I would audit the jazz courses. I didn't bring the harp, I just brought myself. And just tried to soak in as much as I could in all the master classes and in the ensemble classes. I went kind of on purpose, a haphazard way into it. I didn't want to go a learned route. After studying so much classical music, I didn't want to approach jazz in the same manner. So what do you call it? You get thrown into the fire and you just start like getting embarrassed in public. But it started in school, so like school's a little less embarrassing than in public, a little less. But now there are some decent books out there, but I think the best ways are by listening to some of your favorite recordings and then transcribing what you can, writing out, start to become familiar with memorizing familiar common chord progressions. And then you could get one of those play-along CDs and drive your parents crazy and do the play-along CDs. Felice Pomeranz actually she has a good book, Berkeley Harp. She writes a book periodically, but the most recent one, I work with one of my students. All of my students, by the way, all of them study classical music, and then they come in like, I want to play this standard, and I'm like, well, you can't play it today. So we end up going this like different route so they already have musical training, so it's just about kind of shifting what they know and reapplying it in a totally different way. So I think having a really strong theory foundation is gonna help. Learning as much theory as you can, but not just learning it, being able to apply the theory. So if you can take some jazz theory courses. Are you close to college yet?
Yeah, I'm in college.
Oh, yay. If you can sneak in on some jazz theory courses, I think that'll really do more help, because then you're taught to apply it and not just learn it and then go on about your business, which a lot of conservatories do. Like you learn your theory and then you're not necessarily applying it to what you're playing because everything is written out for you. So yeah, theory. I like Felice's book. There's also a book by a harpist in Italy, Marcella. Her last name is slipping me, it starts with a C, but if you ask me later, I promise I can email it to you. There's a really good book out there too. Good question.